8 WORSTUK bread brands you should never buy, and 2 that are actually worth your money. Intro stop. Put that bread back on the shelf. STOP. Before you make your next sandwich. Before you toast that slice. Before you think bread is just bread, you need to hear this. Every single day, millions of people in the UK buy bread, believing it's healthy, safe, and good for their family. It looks soft. It smells fresh. It says wholemeal, seeded, or farmhouse on the packet. But behind many of these innocent-looking loaves is a truth that most shoppers never see. This story will open your eyes. In this video, we're exposing 8 of the worst UK bread brands you should never buy, based on ingredients, processing methods, additives, and nutritional tricks, and we'll also reveal 2 bread options that are actually worth your money. This is not fear-mongering. This is food truth. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and watch till the end, because bread might be the most misleading. Food in the UK. Section 1, the dirty secret behind supermarket BRADLS. Start with a hard truth. Most bread sold in UK supermarkets is not made the traditional way. Real bread needs flour, water, yeast, time, but modern mass-produced bread replaces time with chemistry. Many big brands use something called the Corleywood bread process, a high-speed industrial method developed to make bread faster, cheaper, and softer. Sounds smart, right? Here's the problem. This process uses extra additives, breaks down nutrients, creates bread that fills you up fast but leaves you hungry soon after. That's why you eat 2 slices, then 4, then half the loaf. And this is exactly where the worst brands thrive. Let's expose them one by one. Part 2. 8 worst UK bread brands. You should never buy. The full breakdown. Now comes the part most supermarkets hope you never watch. This is where we break down the worst types of UK bread, not by hype, not by ads, but by ingredients, processing, and what they actually do inside your body. Remember, this is about patterns, not attacking one single shop. If your regular loaf fits these descriptions, it belongs on this list. 1. Budget white toasting bread, ultra cheap supermarket loaves. These loaves are designed for one thing: price and softness. They're usually placed at eye level, big bags, family value packs. But here's what you're really buying. Highly refined white flour with most nutrients stripped away, rapidized yeast that skips natural fermentation, emulsifiers that force air into the dough, preservatives to extend shelf life inside your body. This bread behaves almost like pure glucose. What happens next? Blood sugar spikes fast, insulin surges. Hunger returns quickly. That's why one sandwich never feels enough. That this bread isn't feeding you, it's tricking your appetite. 2. Fake wholemeal bread, brown on the outside, white on the inside. This is one of the biggest food scams in the UK. The loaf looks brown. The name says WHOLEMEAL. But turn the packet around. Common tricks include white flour listed first, small percentages of wholemeal flour, caramel, coloring, or malt extract for color. Real wholemeal bread should be made entirely from wholemeal flour. If the first ingredient isn't 100% wholemeal wheat flour, it's not the real thing. This bread gives you less fiber than expected, faster digestion, minimal gut benefits. It's marketing, not nutrition. 3. Ultra soft kids sandwich bread. These loaves are sold with cartoons, bright colors, and friendly claims. Soft for little mouths, perfect for lunchboxes, kids' favorite. But softness doesn't come from care, it comes from chemicals and sugar. What's often inside? Added sugars or syrups, extra emulsifiers, dough conditioners. The problem children get used to. Sweet bread, no texture, instant energy crashes. This sets them up for poor food habits for life. Kids deserve real food, not ultra-processed comfort bread. For long life, bread that stays soft for weeks. Let's be honest. Bread is supposed to go stale. If your loaf lasts 2 to 3 weeks, feels soft on day 14, smells the same every day, that's not freshness, that's preservation. These breads rely on calcium propionate, artificial mold inhibitors, industrial stabilizers show legally allowed. Regular consumption has been linked by many consumers to digestive discomfort, bloating, sensitivity, reactions. Fresh bread changes, dead bread doesn't. 5. Seeded bread built on white flour. Seeds have a healthy image, and brands know this. So they take a white loaf, then add a sprinkle of seeds on top, a small amount mixed inside. The base is still refined flour. This creates a health halo without real benefits. Seeds don't fix bad bread, they just distract your eyes. 6. Gluten-free bread when you don't medically need it. This one surprises people. Unless you have celiac disease or diagnosed intolerance, many gluten-free breads are worse than regular bread. Why? They're often made from rice starch, potato starch, tapioca starch, held together with gums, thickeners, stabilizing agents. Low fiber, fast digestion, poor satiety. Gluten-free is a medical diet, not a health upgrade. 7. Sweetened brown bread. Bread does not need sugar, yet many brown loaves contain sugar, glucose syrup, malt extract, often hidden under flavor, or yeast food. This turns everyday bread into a slow dessert. Sweet bread encourages overeating, cravings, energy crashes. If bread tastes sweet, question it. 8. Fancy-looking packaged artisan-style bread. Rustic fonts, craft paper, farmhouse imagery, but read the label still. Factory-produced additive, heavy, long shelf. Life true artisan bread doesn't need a marketing department. If it's wrapped, sealed, and lasts forever, it's not artisan. 2. Wholemeal bread that isn't truly wholemeal. This one is sneaky. The packet says wholemeal. The color looks brown but flip it over. Many brands use mostly white flour, add caramel coloring, add a small percentage of whole millets, a marketing trick. True wholemeal should list wholemeal flour as ingredient #1. If it doesn't, walk away. 3. Ultra soft sandwich bread for kids marketed as perfect for lunchboxes. Soft and gentle, kids love it. Reality, extra sugar, extra additives, almost no fiber. This bread trains kids' taste buds to crave softness and sweetness. That's not nutrition, that's conditioning. For long life bread with weeks of shelf lives, ask yourself one question. How does bread stay soft for 2 to 3 weeks? Answer: preservatives. These loaves contain calcium propionate emulsifiers, dough conditioners. Fresh bread should go stale. That's natural. If it doesn't, something's wrong. 5. Bread with mostly white flour seeds look healthy, but many brands use white flour base. A few seeds sprinkled on top. It's like adding lettuce to a burger and calling it a salad. Seeds don't cancel out bad bread. 6. Gluten-free bread, not for medical need. Unless you have celiac disease or medical intolerance, this bread is often worse. Why? Highly processed starches, low fiber, added gums and stabilizers. Gluten-free doesn't mean healthy. 7. Sweetened brown bread. Check the label. If you see sugar, glucose, syrup, malt extract high up on the list, that's dessert bread. Bread doesn't need sweetness. 8. Luxury-looking packaged bread, rustic fonts, farm pictures, wooden boards, but still factory-made. Long shelf life. Pretty packaging doesn't mean real bread. Section 3. Why these breads are bad for your body. Let's talk impact. Eating poor quality bread regularly can spike blood sugar, increase inflammation, reduce gut health, lead to constant hunger, that afternoon crash. That's not laziness, that's bad bread. Your body deserves better fuel. Section 4. To UK bread options actually worth your MOA. Know that. Good news. Not all bread is bad. 1. Real bakery sourdough. Why? It's better. Long fermentation, easier to digest, better for gut health. Lower blood sugar response. Ingredients should be flour, water, salt. That's it. 2. True 100% wholemeal bread. Short ingredient list. Look for wholemeal flour first, no emulsifiers, minimal ingredients. It may be less soft, less sweet, but it keeps you full longer. That's real food. Section 5. Final truth and smart shopping. Real less before you buy bread again. Remember this. Bread shopping rules. Read the ingredients, not the front label. Shorter list equals better bread. Bread should go stale. Don't trust color alone. Soft isn't always good. Bread can be your friend or your silent enemy. Now you know the difference. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and share, because everyone deserves to know what they're really eating. See you in the next truth reveal.